Bro, who is this guy talking, bro? Take. It's like, bro, what the hell? Give back.
Bands pull up to the school, man.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sneak with Stipe. Back at it again with another reaction video. What's good, new subscribers? What's good, Sneaky Gang? Oh my goodness, I just woke up and I said, you know what? We gotta post something. Bruh. I'm like, man, I don't even want to do all that. Like, just waking up looking for something. Bruh, I was doing research last night and I was looking for something. I'm like, man, I ain't got no damn thing to post. I'm getting pissed. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on, bro? They ain't doing nothing on this world. Like, you got people getting born, people dying, people birthdays happening. But man, we got V14 that happened like yesterday, bro. Drake dropped his new album 1 day ago, and people is already hating on the man, bro. I want to see what they talking about because they hating on the man. Give him some support. Hey, yo, new subscribers, subscribe, Sneaky Gang. What's it called? Sneaky Gang, new subscribers, like the video, and you know what we finna do at the end. But let's get into it, man. Let's see what these people talking about. Show some love on some V14 day. Not right after be hating on him, bro. The album was pretty good if y'all listen to the music, but all of y'all is not listen to the lyrics. Some of y'all love listening to the damn beat. Like, come on, bro. What the heck is this?
Well, after what has been one of the most pathetic and embarrassing chapters of a rapper's career that we have ever seen, Drake has finally released a collab album that he has been hyping up with Party Next Door, and now while this record just came out, what is already so clear is that as this is Drake's first album release since losing everything to Kendrick Lamar in their beef, and of course following so many other problems that he has created. In terms of what Drake should be trying to prove, the stakes have never been higher, but in this time where if this album fails, Drake is more than done forever, let me put this into perspective from the fact that Kendrick Lamar told him to stop rapping as he likes Drake with the melodies, and he did just that here, to also the fact that Kendrick made fun of him for abandoning his own city's music scene in pursuit of the biggest trends on Not Like Us. And now he has ran back home and is making this album all about where he is from, and of course it's an actual collab project with an artist from there in Party Next Door. Just from the optics of what this album is representing, it is just showing that in this time where Kendrick Lamar has never made Drake look worse, that Drake is just folding even further, as his moves here are managing to make Kendrick's diss tracks just become even more true, and this is especially seen by the fact that on day one of this album coming out, it has already gotten Drake in so much controversy, not just for the music, but also because Drake straight up stole and copied from other rappers' entire creative visions and albums to make and define this record in the first place, and seemingly because of this and so much more, aside from Drake's little corner of delusional fans who still want to...
The more I try to give Drake credit, the more he just keeps making himself look bad. It's just like, bro, why, bro, you are a creative artist. Why are you stealing? Why are you taking from other artists? Come on, Drake. I cannot keep putting you out here and making you look good if you're going to keep destroying yourself behind the damn curtain. It's like, bro, what the hell?
To stay in the same sad place that he is. Everyone else hates this thing, but now before we go any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now when it comes to Drake's first album since this beef, which we are going to call SS for You from here, because even compared to all of the other drawn-out, long, and cringy titles Drake has used in the past, this ranks among the very worst. So far, this album is just creating more problems than you could possibly imagine, and for all of the most embarrassing reasons, because despite Drake in reality having so many different things and experiences he has been through in this all-time low in his career, and any half-decent artist can turn this into multiple albums and experiences worth of material and songs. The subject matter and content that Drake talks about here manages to rival an album as laughable as For All the Dogs, as his most immature, because when the stakes...
Bro, why are we talking about all the dogs? This guy dropped, what's it called? what is that album called, bro? I just was listening to it. I think I had like 10 good songs off of it. Um, they give me new music or what? Oh yeah. I was listening to that one. Yeah, see, I'm still listening to some of the songs. Like, no, that's Key Glock, my bad. Different album, different look. But no, look how many songs? That's 14 songs, bro. Some sexy songs for you. How is that bad, bro? How is that bad? Let's not talk. You said new album. That's what we're talking about. Why are we talking about For All the Dogs? That's an old album. We don't care about that album. We talking about the new. Come on, my G, get with the program.
Have never been higher, and when Drake has never been in a more pivotal position for the future of his legacy as a rapper and artist, and for his career in terms of the industry. He has decided to switch up that mentality from taunting Kendrick Lamar and telling him to drop music over and over again, and now he's trying to tie everything together, including his biggest failures, into these immature narratives that he is trying to push throughout song after song on this album with lyrics like this. And now, when it comes to the concept of a creative drought, I think what is very clear is that there is few albums out right now that can even rival this record in that category. Because really, with this album and its 21 tracks, which so many people are saying is making for one of the most tedious listens they have heard in a while, because beyond the quality, which is a conversation for later, there is hardly any variety within the beat choices, flows, and voices, and of course the subject matter, because Drake does not want to face reality. And now, just putting into perspective how lazy this
I don't think he doesn't want to face reality. I think it's just, you know, when what's it called? Let's just say, you keep fighting in a race where your car is slow and the other car is fast. It's like how what KD did is you can't beat him, you gotta join him. So, and Drake's not joining nobody. All he's he joined with well, now he got someone to collab on the thing, but he didn't join them. They basically joined them on the album. But here's the thing: what I'm trying to say, the thing is, um, the thing is, Drake just like he basically was like, okay, you know what, I lost this battle. Now I can sit back and accept it, or I can just post music and move on. And that's basically what he did. He just post music and moved on. He doesn't care no more. It's a lot of people in the rap career is gonna be like, well, damn, he should have fought it off and he should have still kept doing this. No, because at the end of the day, it's just childish, petty stuff. Like, am I gonna waste my time fighting with my brother over some crackers? No, I'm not. Am I gonna keep going day one, day two, day three, day four, day five, day six? No, I'm not gonna keep doing that because it's just childish. You got the crackers, keep it. I'm gonna get me my own crackers. Like people acting like they were even saying Drake need to grow up. This is growing up. He left. Now leave the Nick alone.
Entire album seems to be. And ultimately, how this album, just from existing, is making a song like Not Like Us and everything Kendrick Lamar said seem more true. Comes down to the fact of what Drake did to release this album, which is truly disrespectful to hip hop and really the entire music in our world. As really, before we go any further into the actual music on this thing, which really may be a favor considering the conversation around this album, right now, so many hip hop.
Bro, who is this guy talking, bro? Put him and me on the phone. How is it disrespect, bro? Bro, and this is crazy. It seemed like Drake listened to me, but he didn't do no disses, which is okay. Because last time I said, you could do drill music, Spanish music, singing music, some R&B, some rap. Bro, Drake did all of that in this album, bro. He showed he's a versatile artist. Like how is he? What did he say? Damn, what did he say? Damn, I forgot what he said. I don't even remember, but how is he disrespecting the industry, bro? Like, bro, he did Spanish music. It sounded like you could dance to it too, bro. He did I don't know what it is. I don't want to say it wrong, but if I do, he did some drill music. It was good. It sounded like he was doing some type of flow of like Ice Spice, but it wasn't that. It just sounded like her part of the neck of the woods of the song. Not like how she raps, but like basically off the rhythm and the beat of like how the music sounded. But then he did some singing music. He did something like Kendrick like not Kendrick but Kanye West with that church and stuff vibe. Bro, like he did a lot of stuff in the album you just didn't wasn't expecting. Like, how is he being disrespectful? Like, who is this guy talking? I know I'm doing a reaction video to your thing, but come on, give Drake some support, bro. Like I don't hate the guy. I
Okay,
love
and
the
people
guy.
have realized that Drake is
No
never
homo.
coming back, and even despite the fact that now we have a new album from him, because he doesn't even respect the culture, his peers, or the craft of hip hop enough to come up with original ideas. He is really in bigger trouble than we could have ever imagined. It's from the branding and title of this album, which is riding with the initials of SSS, and that has all been over everything for Drake and Party, to the artwork they have been releasing, like the back cover, which is featuring bunnies. And even on the front cover of this album, which a smaller rapper is saying that OVO took from him without ever crediting him. Overall, with this new album from Drake and Party, it has been discovered that they stole the entire creative direction for this record from other artists, and specifically, with the Rabbits and the whole SSS moniker. They stole this from none other than one of the most respected MCs working today in Freddie Gibbs, as with his 2022 album Sold Soul separately. From the rabbits, which are not just his signature trademark, but the album's mascot, to the SSS branding and title, which he made the entire slogan and concept of this record around. All in all, using these two same elements at the front of your record does not just happen by accident. And while Drake fans were trying to defend him and say that this indeed was the case, because in their eyes, and again, these people are not hip hop fans, they are Drake fans. They are so superficial that they think Freddie is irrelevant and insignificant, and that because Drake is.
I listen to Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs is good. I'm not saying like it's not good, but damn, Drake. Drake, you put me in a tough position. I ain't gonna lie. Tough position. I like your music. I like hip hop, and I listen. I like you as a person, but I like your music more. That's the thing. But damn, man. Oh my goodness. When he said, people just like Drake. They don't. They don't like the they don't understand like the hip hop sensation and all of that, bro. I do understand the hip hop history if that's what you're talking about, but bruh, Freddie Gibbs is good, but Drake, you gotta stop stealing people's stuff, bro. You gotta just come up with your own. It's not hard to come up with an idea. If you need ideas, my G, go ask your homeboys. Go ask your cousins in Memphis. Go ask your dad or your moms. Like, bro, you an artist. Why you stealing from other artists?
Is so big you would have never even heard of the guy. The best part about this all is that after all of the questions around what actually happened here, we got a confirmed story about a time that didn't just confirm that Drake knows who Freddie Gibbs is, as we saw a literal picture of the two together, but we also found out that Drake was supposed to work on music with him, and not just on any record, but for this very album, which had the exact same branding as Drake and Party's record that just dropped. And seemingly Drake was well informed on what the concept and presentation of this thing was gonna be. And so now solidifying the fact that Drake has now pretty much straight up copied what Freddie did here, and really making this story even crazier, is that Drake also was supposed to and agreed to be on a song for Freddie's project back then, and while Freddie sent him a record that was produced by Pharrell, and keep in mind this was before we knew that Drake was extending his beef with Pusha T to him, as nobody has ever said anything bad about Pharrell because he's one of the nicest guys in the music industry, and then of course Drake never did the song. When we look at this in its entirety with all of this, from the fact that Freddie has been mad that Drake stood him up, to now the fact that he knows that Drake made a conscious decision to make something so similar to his work. I mean, before we even get to the actual music here, it's no surprise why Drake did nothing to win anyone back with this record, and why it's already getting so much backlash. Because it's overall trying to stand up and create an aesthetic with another artist's vision. And I mean, if you wanted to try and give Drake the benefit of the doubt here even, as Drake is known for reaching into pockets of hip hop and stealing other artists' sauce and then fronting it as their own to his fans, and especially he loves doing this with artists who are smaller than him, because with For All the Dogs and then Scary Hours 3, this is exactly what he did with all the Conductor Williams and Alchemist drumless production, as again, He just stole this entire wave of what rappers like Westside, Benny, and Conway popularized, and he really never gave them their proper credit. As really, from the producers he worked with in this era to the jacket he wore in the 8 a.m. in Charlotte video, that was all from them. Overall, with Drake now
Oh,
having so many similarities to another rapper who, while respected in the industry, does not have his popularity and fan base size, I mean, this doesn't just happen by coincidence, and whether Drake thought he could get away with this or he just didn't care at all. Ripping work out of your peers' hands and trying to
mm.
claim it as your own is what Not Like Us Verse 3 is about as a whole, and why that record works so well.
You know what happened? You know when they say you keep stealing and you don't get caught? You keep stealing and then you eventually get caught. That's what's happening right here. Drake has been doing this and doing this and doing this. And now that since it ever got called out by Kendrick, and but the thing is, we should not be surprised about this because X talked about it, then X died. R&P to X. Other folks been talking about it, and it's crazy because I've listened to other artists where Aubrey's name is like brought up into the song, but he doesn't collab with those folks. He doesn't bring them up. And it's sad that he's actually doing this because now it caught up to him. I can see why. I can see why. I can see why. His new album, everybody kind of hates him because he's not giving credit. He's just taking and this is what I was just talking in the beginning. Oh my goodness. People love to take but don't want to give back. Just take. It's like, bro, what the hell? Give back.
Well, in the first place, and now with all of this, is we are now in a new chapter of Drake's career because he has finally released a new album and he is trying to make some sort of a statement to win people back. While I'm not going to talk about my personal opinion on this record yet because we will be here for way too long, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe to stick around for that. Overall, what is important and what we can tell that is so significant to the entire story of Drake's career and hip hop is that when it comes to the people who are not your fans, who are making these desperate efforts to support you and try to make this thing not fail, and especially in this time where character matters more than anything, and again, Drake has never been in a worse place because Kendrick Lamar just won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us, and he played it during the most watched Super Bowl halftime show of all time, which speaks for itself in terms of the impact it is having, as Kendrick Lamar and as a result his message have never been seeing a greater impact. All in all, between everything against him and now the product Drake put out, which is a record built off work from other creatives who actually have talent, just from hearing this thing once, you can tell that there is no growth or maturity being shown here, and even when it comes to Drake's ability as a hitmaker. So far, there is not a single song creating waves and making a moment with people like all of his other albums have in the past, even if that comes from a meme where the music is otherwise lacking, like we saw on For All the Dogs with the collaboration between him and Yeet. And because of this, overall, as Drake puts this record out into one of the most competitive landscapes in the industry that we have ever seen, as from stars from Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Bad Bunny, and The Weeknd, to so many others, there are a ton of people seeing super strong performances with their new records. And in Kendrick's case, his entire catalog is doing numbers that Drake could never, as really, we have never seen a more successful rapper than Kendrick in this time. Overall, this little R&B album Drake has with Party Next Door that people are dragging for all of these reasons on day one does not seem like it's going to be able to compete and have any sort of longevity in the industry. And when you see how Drake has presented himself here, and again, in this time where all of the music is evolving and from the sounds we want to hear to the stories we want, artists are pushing the bar forward for what defines greatness. Because again, from Kendrick Lamar to The Weeknd specifically, in their own ways, they have shown what the standard needs to be for an artist and the work they put out in the moment. This album, which has Drake putting people to sleep because it is not moving things forward, just seems like another bad move on his end. And especially now because this record has shown the entire hip hop world and Drake's peers that he will just blatantly copy your work without any regard, which again is something Freddie Gibbs has now called him out for, as there is no getting around what he has done. Overall, everything is looking terrible for Drake. in this album. And as we see this record come into the music world and try to win back everything he lost and all of the ground that has been taken as Kendrick Lamar has had the greatest run we have ever seen from a rapper, when you put everything together, it seems clear that from here on out, while we don't know how all of this is going to end yet, if we compare the acclaim and excitement that GNX got when it dropped to the laughter and indifference we are seeing here that is really turning into disdain already, well then SS for You may end up being an even bigger mess than we originally thought.
Man, this is a tough decision. It's crazy because when I was like watching when I was listening to the when I was listening to like what's it called his album, I was like, damn, this is really good. Like I was like taking down like songs after songs. I was like, damn, I don't really like this album. But then to find out you copying artists and not giving them credit, bro. Oh man, I don't know, bro. Like Drake, man. Like I said, I like your music. I got love for you, baby. But I don't know, man. This is a little too far for me to even like hold your hand anymore, bro. Cause you doing it to yourself. I'm not doing it to you. You doing it to yourself. Like it's like I got me a girl and she going out here and dressing provocative and doing some whole activity, you know. I can't keep making her look good in front of my parents and my cousins and my uncles, man. I can't because if they seen behind the closed doors what she's doing, then they gonna be looking at me like, what's all this stuff you was saying? Like you ain't even you can't tell us that she a holy girl, like she a church girl. Like look at what she's doing behind closed doors. Like Drake, you serious? You copy Freddie Gibbs bunnies and the money sign logos? Oh my! And then the tower from another artist. Drake, come on! Don't let me hear the next thing you copied was people's flow or people's like sound of music. Like, bro, you got top, what's it called? Top producers that can mix and master your music. Why the hell are you not looking for new beats? Or find someone that has a good beat and just rap off of that. It's not hard to make a flow either, Drake. It's not. Oh, come on, bro. This is not funny no more, bro. This is very concerning. This is very concerning. I hope you didn't just copy your whole, like, bruh. This is how I look at what you kind of did. You copied and faked everything that's just supposed to be about you and it's about other people just to make your way all the way up to the top. That's not good, buddy. Because now that people actually want to see what type of artist you are, they can't because you're just so busy copying and just doing random stuff. Like, this is not good. Like, this is really not good. Like, I feel so bad. And now that I pointed out this fact that you just might have copied and did all of this just to get your way to the top, people are really not going to start doing research to really see if that's what you did. And if you did that, bro, they might like you for as a person what you do, but very soon they're going to stop listening to your music, bro. Because they just going to be like, oh, it's just another copy of someone else's stuff. Oh, this it's not his original stuff. Or, fans, since you got a lot of millions on your Instagram, they are going to keep listening. But I don't know. I just don't know. Because for the fact that you even copy, and like everybody that's a Drake fan, bro, if you want to keep listening to Drake, go ahead. I'm going to keep listening to Drake. What I'm not going to do is follow the guy because it's just like, bro, what the hell, bro? What the hell? I like artists that are good and like are creative with their own masterpiece, not copying off of other people's masterpiece and making it their own. That's not it. That's not it for me. But hey, we gonna have social experiments coming very soon. Yes, I know. I'm not gonna say what it is. Sneaky gang new scrub. I'm not gonna say what it is, cause you know why? I'm just too sneaky like that. We too sneaky like that. We don't say what it's gonna be and how it's gonna be. No, we don't say that. We just do it, and then when it happens, y'all love it or y'all hate it. So, hey, with that being said, new subscribers, subscribe. Sneaky gang, new subscribers, like the video. Comment down below what you think of this reaction and what you think about Drake copying from other artists. I mean, like, damn, bro. And then also comment down below what you think the social experiment would be, and also what you think our next giveaway would be. I'll put a pin in the comment section just to ask y'all what you think the new giveaway should be when we hit 300 subs, you know. But with that being said, I love y'all. I got love for y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next reaction video. It's your boy Sneaky West Eye, and I'm out. Peace. Like I said, man, Drake just needs to figure it out. We can't be going through this every single time, bro. With the thing with X, with the thing with the other artists, I'm just low-key speechless, you know. I just don't know what to say, because it's just like, damn, like the music was just so, it kind of just touched me, you know. It's like I'm just like sitting there in a place, and it's just like, you know, when you feel like some type of presence just come to you and just touch you. That's how low-key it felt for me. Like, it just felt like someone just touched me, and I was just like, whoa. Like, that's how it felt. Like you felt like it ain't like they just touched me on my skin. They like just came into my body, just touched my heart. You know?